All right, hello, and welcome to today's game. We are live from Henry Clay as we got probably some people would say maybe the best team in the state, Great Crossings, taking on Henry Clay. All right, so right now, we take a look at let's take a look at the regional standings right now. We'll flash them up for you. So as of right now, the top team in the region is Frederick Douglass. They 17-2, 8-1 in the region, followed by Bryan Station 18-4. Then we got Great Crossings 19-4, 6-0 in the region. So that's based on RPI by KHSAA, but I think Great Crossings might be the better team, but I don't know. Frederick Douglass is the highest ranked right now.
Okay, I'm ready with Coach Kyng.
All right, hold on just a second. All right, go.
Okay, there with Coach Spade. Man, y'all rolling right now. Tell me a little bit about your team for the people who haven't seen this great Crossing team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everything we do goes through Malachi and Vince. It's been that way for 4 years now. Both of them over 2,000 points scoring. Malachi does everything for us. So you're gonna if we're not successful, it's probably those two aren't having their best night.
Coach, it's February now. What possessed you to schedule this Henry Clay game right in the stretch run between districts and regions and all that good stuff?
It worked out that way when we started the series about 3 years ago, but I like it because we like to play a lot of different teams, different styles. Daniel's going to change defenses, I would expect, a lot tonight, and that's going to be good for us because it's good to always see something different, as you go into tournament time. And if you've seen our schedule, we'll schedule anybody at any time. Especially with the group we have now, we've been all over the place this year. So we like to play the best teams around. And I was fortunate enough 3 years ago, me and Daniel were able to come to agreement to play, and it just happened to work out at this time.
Okay, other than Vince and Malachi, who else should we be looking to see perform tonight?
Yeah, LJ Holman will be a big part of what we do. He's been last 7 games kind of taking over the keys at point guard for us and done really, really well. Gage Richardson is one we need to make shots, but more importantly, we just need to be aggressive, really defend. With the way Henry Clay, their motion, we'll be switching a lot, so we've got to have everybody on point tonight defensively, make sure we don't give up 12, 13, 14, 15 threes, but those would be two of the guys that we really need to be on to go along with Malachi and Vince.
Okay, Coach, thank you. Good luck tonight. All right, I'm going to get Daniel.
Go ahead. Go.
Okay, Coach, here we go back at it again, man. You got another big-time 11th region fall. What's up?
Hey, fun time to be in 11th region, you know what I mean? So just excited for our team. Get a chance not only to play Great Crossing, but through the next 5 games or against top 5 opponents. That's what we sign up for. So good measuring stick tonight, coming off I thought a good win against Madison Central. I'm excited to see what challenge can we handle it.
How is it having AJ back? How big is that for you?
Well, it just puts us back everybody in the roles, right? You just add another, not only a really good underrated guard, but a senior guard that's strong, can help me both defensively and offensively. So I think it helps everybody back.
Okay, Coach. Good luck to you tonight, baby.
Be sure to check us out Friday. We will be back at 7:25 for Ladies Night, as we will be live from Madison Central for a pivotal 11th region matchup between the undefeated Madison Central Indians and the Douglas Lady Broncos. This should be a good one, y'all. Make sure y'all check that out Friday, live on Big Things Kentucky. Also, Saturday, we will be live from Lafayette High School for the Jock Sutherland Classic. 5 games, y'all. We will be live streaming all 5 games. We'll be starting at 11:55. We got game 1, Henry Clay versus Oldham County. Game 2, Shelby County versus Lafayette. We got some big ones coming up in them last 3. We got game 3, Frederick Douglass versus Harlan County. Harlan County was in the Sweet 16 championship game last year. We got game 4, Woodford County versus South Laurel, another great top 25 team matchup. And then game 5, we got Bryan Station versus Danville Christian Academy. That's going to be another good one, boy. We got some bangers coming up Saturday. Be sure to check that out live Saturday starting at 11:55 a.m.
Guests on the scoreboard, the Warhawks of Great Crossing High School. And the home team on the scoreboard, the Blue Devils of Henry Clay. Great Crossing plays in the 41st district of the 11th region. They have tonight's contest a record of 19 wins and 4 losses. The Warhawks are ranked in the top 2 in the state of Kentucky. Henry Clay plays in the 42nd district of the 11th region. They are in tonight's contest a record of 16 wins and 4 losses. At this time, I'd like to ask that you please stand as the Henry Clay ROTC under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Robert Mason has the presentation of colors, and then we ask that you remain standing as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
Alright, there go the
Ladies and gentlemen, Fayette County Public School as a spectator.
we on mute right now, but what do you want to say?
Michael was here. Moreno was here.
There you go. Alright.
Student athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators at all times.
Check. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you just say something?
Hello.
Alright, cool. Alright, man. We on mute right now for a commercial, and then I'll bring you on. So what you been up to, man?
It's working.
Alright, so you still doing the basketball thing?
Just for fun now, man.
Just life now. Dirt bowl, you finna be dirt bowl. Magic, we going for 4 in a row now. You know that, right? 5. Is it 5 in a row?
Nah, it might be 4. I think it's 4.
All right, hold on. Let me do this.
A score of interest.
All right, y'all. We got a special guest joining us here at the end of the first quarter. We get ready for the second quarter. Scott County legend and great and little big brothers to Malachi Moreno, Mr. Michael Moreno. Man, what's going on with you, man?
Just grinding, trying to make sure this kid stays out of trouble.
Now they are. You want to? You want to?
All good.
Now growing up, man, I mean, we've seen pictures of actually when you were, in Scott County.
Right.
There was little Malachi then. Did you see? When did you kind of realize you was like, hold on, little brother gonna be kind of tall?
I think his 9th grade year it started to really emerge. He was 6'9", 6'10", starting to really show he had a feel for things, starting to get a little bit more pop in his step. He was turning into more than just a big kid. I think that's the main thing that kind of showed it to me is that he kind of started caring about it a little more, wanted to work a little more. So, he showed he had the desire, and he's got the God-given size and understanding. So,
all right.
So,
got any questions for
I got a question.
okay.
So, how was Malachi when he was younger? Was he always trying to hang around Big Brother? Was he always trying to get you in trouble? What type of kid was he?
Man, he had no choice. It was my AAU schedule dictated a lot of his schedule, so whether he wanted to be at the gym or not, he was there. And I think that kind of just, he figured out when people, people like to talk a little junk. When people get to talking junk with him, they start to tell him, hey, man, you'll be a lot better than your big brother one day. And, me, of course, I had to say it wasn't going to happen. But here we are now, and, he's right there. So
what would you say his focus is this year? He already signed with Kentucky. They're having a great season. What is his main goals that he's still trying to accomplish before senior year?
Obviously, he got selected for the McDonald's All-American game. Got nominated to be a part of the Team USA at the Nike Hoop Summit. I think the one thing he's really working on now is just trying to figure out how he fits in. Obviously, he wants to win a state championship. That's why he decided to stay with us in the freshman. He wants to chase that state championship, achieve his ultimate team dream, and he's always been a team guy. So all the individual accolades are great, but he's got one thing in mind. He wants to be a state champ. One thing that ever eludes a state championship. A lot of people don't get that opportunity to hoist that trophy, so that's what he really wants. So obviously, moving forward, just being able to be exactly what Kentucky needs moving forward, whether that be a great practice big, an impact big, or a star, whatever it may be. He's trying to work himself into that role, and prepare himself for that work coming soon.
Was he a kid that always wanted to go to UK?
I think it was in the back of his mind, but for a lot of kids, the last 15 years with Calipari, it was maybe once every 5 years. It's a dream, and that's exactly what it remains. So he becomes one of a select few that's gotten a chance to wear it in the last 15 years. So it's a big deal for him. He always liked Coach Cal, but I think when Pope got here and started to really take an interest and get to know him, he became really enamored with what Pope could do for him as far as being a former NBA big, being a former Kentucky player. I think it's just, they really hit it off early, and I think Pope kind of presented a unique opportunity as far as ways to coach him.
Cool. That was my follow-up question.
Now, the biggest question I got is, how do you feel seeing him in green? Like, what was that change like? Because you're Scott County legend, man.
For him, I think it was he just kind of wanted his own thing. He spent his whole life in a one-school town. Scott County being as successful as it was during my time and time before me, he decided, you know what, I want to make my own legacy. Great Crossing just opened. It gives me the opportunity to be able to make my own way and carve my own path. And I know what my big brother did was special, but it wasn't necessarily something I was trying to repeat. I wanted to cement my own legacy. So I think he made a grown-up decision at a young age to say, look, this is my journey, this is my story, and I'm going to write it the way I want to write it. So.
Okay.
Now, for you, how do you feel seeing Scott County right now? They're not, we're used to seeing Scott County at the top, and right now they're, I guess, building or they're kind of low right now. How do you feel about it?
I think it's telling. You can't be successful forever, and I think it just goes to show that when kids truly work, any giant can be beaten. For now, they're taking a lot of beatings. These have been adding up for a while. Scott County was a force to be reckoned with for a very long time, and a lot of teams were, everybody was tired of it. But to call it what it is, it wasn't like there was much they could do about it.
Right.
Being a part of that dynasty for so long, that's I think an opportunity that a lot of kids wanted is to beat Scott County, and it meant everything to play Scott County. And now it's coming back tenfold. Teams are starting to hammer them. And I think, you have a legend like Billy Hicks coaching in Scott County for so long, it's really hard to fill those shoes, and I think it just creates opportunity for others to say, well, let's get them while we can, because, who knows, there may be one day that Scott County is back doing their thing. Great Crossing is the top dog in the city right now, but, who knows, in time, it could level back out. Scott County could reemerge. I mean, anything can happen. It's just, I think it's a different team's time right now, so.
Oh, wow. I got a question. You said earlier that he was looking to leave. How close was he actually going to leave? How close was that? Was it?
I wouldn't necessarily say that he was looking to leave. I just think he was weighing his options in a sense that developmentally you get pushed at a different level at a prep school, and it gives you a unique opportunity as a young kid to say, okay, how am I going to challenge myself? Am I going to challenge myself sticking here and trying to fight that battle on my own, or am I going to get around some of the best players in the country and, get after it on a day-to-day basis. And I think he decided there was, he wants to be a kid. He wants to spend time with his friends. He wants to develop. He wants to win a state championship. There's things that mean something to him around here. So I think for him, it creates a lot of opportunity, by staying here for distractions. Creates a lot of opportunity for negative to happen. But for him, he's taken, a grown-up step, and he's taken initiative and put a lot into himself. He's put a lot of pressure on himself to develop, to get better. He's become a kid that's, challenged himself daily, because when you look around, there's not many 7-footers in this state, so he's got to challenge himself daily. So as far as getting close to leaving, I think he just was trying to understand all aspects and all elements, just understand the developmental piece, the social piece, and just what it could do for him both on and off the floor. And I think once he weighed that decision, he realized that staying home was, in his best interest. It's what he wanted to do. So.
Shout out, this is not Michael Moreno joining us. Now, one thing I do want to know, I know, last year they had a heartbreaking loss. They were picked to be the favorites. And I know you've dealt with this. Was there anything that you gave to him to help him get over that? What was your advice to him? Because you guys,
right.
y'all had y'all heartbreaks. How did you deal with that, and how did that help you help him?
I told him, man, you're a junior, you only got one shot at this, and it's hard, as nice as it felt getting there, it's really hard to get back. So understand, there's some sacrifices that got to be made. You have to come in and really take this serious, because if you don't, it's going to be a really, really tough time for you, because there ain't no going back after your senior year. You don't got a second chance at this. You have to leave it all out there for yourself. And knowing that you're going to have a huge target on your back, that just means you got to give 10 times the effort that you plan on giving. My senior year, I broke my foot, but the games that I had on my slate, the ones I was fortunate enough to play, I gave everything I had, because I don't get those games back. As a junior, as a sophomore, as a freshman, it feels like time is in front of you. You got the whole world ahead of you, but you look up 4 years later, here you are. We got a month and a half left of the season. If you are one of the last two teams playing, you got a month and a half left.
Well, we're looking up now, and Great Crossing's up 32. Yeah, it's not.
That's why we appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, it's this is the first time I've seen him this year really create, such an early deficit of teams. Teams, they compete really hard and they play really hard, and they've given them everything they've wanted. I think tonight they've come out with a bit more intensity and they've come out shooting the ball high, and it's given them an opportunity, obviously, to build such a substantial lead. You got to learn how to play with a lead, man. As much as you got to learn how to play from behind or play in close games, you got to learn how to play with a lead.
Now, we know that you've seen a lot of them this year. What's the difference tonight as opposed to nights in the past?
I just think early intensity, coming out interested in the game. Understanding that when there's a target on your back, you got to give them everything they want to. So Henry Clay came in, like I said, 16-4 tonight. You got to give these kids everything they want, because you start to show chinks in your armor. Everybody else, this is a learning experience for them just as much as it is for you. Like, you're working on your stuff and your game, but this is a game where you have to really hone in yourself.
Is he running the point?
Right, and he's stepping out past the three-point line, defending. I love it.
Yeah, he's taking he's taking a little Amari Williams out of his. You got to bring it off the rim sometimes. Sometimes your best break is, your big being able to push the ball. You let your guards run and get your big off, there's no outlet. There's nobody waiting. There's four guys ahead of you. You can advance the ball. One thing Coach Hicks always taught us is you can pass a lot faster than you can dribble, man. And if your big can get the rebound and bring it up, it does everything for you. So
you sound like you got some coaching in your future, boy.
Maybe one day, man. We'll see.
Great Crossing is on fire. They are not missing right now.
Now, do they typically shoot this well, or is this tonight they just did it?
Tonight they just had a really good shoot. And I think they're capable of shooting this well. Obviously, they're capable, they're doing it, but look at that, finding the high hand.
I keep telling y'all it's a shooter's gym.
O says this is a shooter's gym. You played in here quite a bit. Do you agree that this is a shooter's gym?
I think it is, man.
Don't say that.
I think it
Thank
is.
you.
Okay,
The light backdrop with the white walls, the depth perception really helps. I think a lot of kids come in here, and a lot of times you got to create confidence for a kid. If you come in here and allow a kid to shoot horse shots, allow them to shoot open threes, maybe every gym becomes a shooter's gym. Sometimes it can be a defensive intensity thing, and I think Great Cross has done a good job creating looks for each other. So, maybe that's why it's a shooter's gym tonight.
So while you were at Scott County during your playing time, what was your favorite Fayette County school that you look forward to playing?
Probably Henry Clay, because I knew they were going to give us everything we had. Coach Brown, I respect him a lot, but he always find new ways to challenge me. They weren't necessarily always the most talented bunch, but as far as toughness goes, as far as competition goes, you're not going to find a tougher bunch. You're not going to find a more competitive bunch, and it starts at the helm. You look at that coach; he epitomizes toughness, and you can see it in all his sons. Every single one of them's tough as nails, and they play hard. No matter if they go 1 for 13 or 13 for 13, they're going to play hard as hell all the time. So, seeing that, I think allows kids to understand that, you got to be tough to play here. But, we had our run-ins with everybody. I mean, Dunbar was really good early in my high school career.
Go Dogs.
When did you graduate?
2019.
Oh, okay.
So, my freshman year, we got beat out by Dunbar, the state championship year.
Yeah.
And then the next year, they lost in the district tournament, actually. We beat them pretty heftily, and they.
Oh boy.
And then Douglas, I kind of wish that Douglas would have been more established when we got in. They came in my junior year, but you look at Douglas now; they're a perennial powerhouse across the board, every sport. It's hard to find.
Showtime.
Dumped by little big brother.
They don't. If Henry Clay don't compete harder, it's gonna get out of hand.
It's already out of hand.
It's close.
Yeah,
It's
it's out
close,
of
but
hand. It ain't even, it's out of hand.
it can get really ugly.
It was out of hand in the first quarter.
Just a good
see what
Tuesday night
happens,
game.
14.3 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 63-27. We are joined by Michael Moreno. Appreciate him for stopping by. Scott County legend and great. EKU great too as well, man. Had a great season in college, man. Just kind of tell us about how was that, I guess playing at home essentially. You know what I'm saying? Y'all region tournaments every year you were there. How did you enjoy that?
I enjoyed it a lot. It was a blessing to get to play 40 minutes for my family.
I'm gonna get Coach coming off.
All right. We want to thank you, man.
Yeah,
you want to
absolutely.
stay, you can stay. If not,
I appreciate you having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate Michael
Yes, sir.
Moreno. All right, where you at? Oh, Coach Page. All right.
Yeah, down with Coach Page.
I don't think it can get much better than this, can it?
Coach, this is probably one of the best halves he's played all season. Put up 63.
Probably in all 6 years of the program, to be quite honest. I don't think we can shoot the ball better.
Y'all didn't miss very many. Was this something that it was a kind of expected coming into this gym?
I mean, we didn't expect to be up 63-27, that's for sure. So we knew, we know what kind of team we have, so we're not surprised, but no, we didn't expect to be up by like this score.
Okay, Coach.
Yeah.
Man.
Great Crossing, they're so nice.
Coach, we definitely didn't expect to see this, man.
Nah, man, hey, didn't play well, but that's off of them, man. I mean, they shot the fire out of that thing. They shoot like that, it'd be hard for anybody to state they can. I mean, their first quarter, they were 12 or 15. You know, so hats off to them, and then kind of hit us in the mouth. We didn't respond. So, you know what? It's going to be a quick second half. We're going to try to get better tomorrow.
There you go.
That's my guy right there, man. That's my guy.
I ain't mad with that.
All right. Calling no timeouts. Unless he makes a run, there will be no timeouts called.
Now, like we saying, you know, this is probably the best we've seen them play all season. Number one, probably one of the better teams in the state. What you doing in Coach Brown's point of view? I mean,
like we said the other night with Brian Station and Frederick Douglass, you just got to get better. You just got to do things. You got to do things that you've worked on. You have to just get better in the second half. Win the second half. That would be a positive.
okay.
Win the second half because I think his game's out of control.
Yeah, pretty much.
So just win the second half.
Get to 40, don't let them get to 80.
Keep them under 120.
Right.
120.
Oh, not like
And
that.
not like that.
Not like that.
Gay.
I mean, that.
Well, you're shooting 72% for the game. I mean, what more else can you say?
No, but be sure to check us out Friday. We will be live from Madison Central for a pivotal 11th Region Girls game. Madison Central Indians versus the Frederick Douglass Lady Broncos. This is going to be a good one, y'all.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yes, 2 top 10 teams. But going back to Great Crossing, they shot 71%.
Don't
I guess that's what a McDonald's All-American looked like, huh?
Yeah,
I bet you he don't eat McRibs too.
I bet he do.
He's lean. He's not eating no McRib.
Hey, man.
Ain't no fake meat.
Hopefully he's not eating eggs right now with the bird flu going on.
Bird flu. Well, I got my egg before the bird flu.
Right now, he's eating everything Henry Clay's trying to give out.
Oh, give it back.
So if you're Great Crossing, when do you pull your starters?
Now, that's a good question, Ho.
Start of the 4?
At the 100-point mark.
Now, this kind of reminds me of what they used to say in football.
Dang, no, it was not coming down, sir.
He is literally a deer in a field of rabbits.
A deer.
That's what they say about the good D1 football players in football and high school football. They say he looks like a deer in a field of rabbits.
Dang.
And that's literally what we watching right now. Because this dude is, you can see the difference. There's levels to this, as they say.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And this dude's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And it's nice to get a chance to see that. Look at that. Come on.
That's a big
And then
one.
it's kind of like, if you're on the other side, you got to be like, come on, man. This dude getting steals too?
I would, like, just at the beginning of the year when I seen him, when I see the schedule, you know, oh, well, wash that one. No.
You got to knock us down.
Yeah.
Now, from Coach Brown's point of view, you just let him play, basically, right?
Yeah.
It's just like y'all just got to, sink or swim.
This is a YMCA game at this point.
If you Coach Brown, you're looking to see which player has heart right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And right now, it looks like Henry Clay's playing with no energy on the defensive end.
Right.
Like, they're not trying to get out to try to contest any layups, any three-point shots. They're just going through the motions right now on defense.
It's got to be hard, though, man, from a Henry Clay standpoint on the floor. Like, golly.
But
I guess you just got to blank the scoreboard out, though. Like
Yeah, don't
you say,
even worry
win the
about it.
second half. You ain't even looking at the score.
Only reason you look up is to see how much time is left until you get to leave and eat.
But every time you look up at that scoreboard, it just looks like the clock is just slowly moving.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even look at the clock. I just go play another block. Now, I think Great Crossing is making a statement right now
Yes.
to the rest of the
To
state.
the region. Yeah, well, the state,
No,
the region.
state.
Yeah,
Not
the
even the
state.
region, the
Yeah,
state.
yeah.
Because Henry plays a top 25
I was
team.
finna say, Henry Clay's a top team. We were looking at their record. Their losses have all been the teams ranked in the top 5, basically.
But like y'all
outside
said,
of
there's
Simon
levels
Kenton.
to it.
Outside of Simon Kenton, they got 2 losses to Frederick Douglass,
And
one to Bryan Station, right? Or is it 2 to Station and 1 to Douglas? Either way, those are 3 of their 4 losses.
Let me tell you about something about these referees. If it's close, they not calling.
They ain't calling nothing.
No,
Especially
they're
at this point of view.
They're not stopping the clock.
What
So
you got to lose? Good job, son.
Now, just looking at what's left, Henry Clay has a game against Sayre on the 17th. That'll be a good district game as far as getting seeding in the district. Then they've got Dunbar, Boyle County, and Lafayette. So this was a good game. You know, you can all those games are theoretically winnable games, I think, for Henry Clay. So they could end the game on a winning streak.
but Henry Clay's prize, if they get on a winning streak, you get Frederick Douglass or Bryan Station. Well, you'll get Bryan Station first round of the district.
Yeah.
So, well, the way Sayre's playing right now against Douglas, some things can change.
that looked like a loss.
It is.
And looking at Great Crossing's remaining schedule, first of all, let's just, like we've said before, they've got 4 losses, and 3 of those are out of state. The only team they've lost to is St. Anne's. So their next upcoming game, they got Franklin County on the
Blowout.
6th. Then Saturday, Scott County. Yeah, that could get nasty. But on the 11th, they got GRC.
Top 10.
Top 10. That's another. That could be another statement game for them. You know what I'm saying?
But
And then they finish. And then South Laurel after that. Who is a good team? Top 25, you say? South Laurel.
But if GRC doesn't have anybody who can contain number 24, we might be see some type of replication that's going on right now.
I don't think it's nobody in the state that can contain number 24 right now at this point.
And
Number
I feel like
one.
he's been real humble and smooth tonight. I'm going to see him get out hurt.
But he's getting help.
He wants to foul, playing hard.
But he's getting help from his running mates, Holman and Dawson.
Yes. And even what's the name that was making the threes? He's not in the game right now. Richardson. Yeah.
He was knocking him down. Is number 1? Does he have a scholarship to play somewhere?
Yeah, Dawson. I'm not sure where he's going, but he is. Where's he
Camp?
going?
It's an in-state school. I think he's got offered to maybe Campbellsville, Cumberland, or somewhere around in that nature. Which I think he's better than him.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought he had some bigger offers.
I can see him going to like a Murray State, EKU, Western almost.
You should say Great Crossing is loaded, Lord.
Dang.
Hey, Beauty, you know where Dawson going?
Nice head fake. I like it.
Yeah, but he's got to knock that down.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to knock that down. I'm not saying that you have a shot, but Henry Clay can give you a streaky.
Yeah. And we saw that last game at the Madison Central.
But they have to do it on this end down here. They got to find some way to get stops.
It's time for more hit. For more hit.
More hit. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's the end of the third quarter. We're going to run our wing Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Yeah,
So
like I said,
unfortunate.
it's
Nice
a good.
shots.
Nice
Nice shot.
It's such a good thing that this is a
Dawson.
Tuesday night game.
He's shooting in
towel.
rhythm. I said he's
Dawson,
shooting in
right?
rhythm. Yeah.
Dawson right now is having one hell of a game.
I think just about all, like we saying, they're dialed in right now. This is scary.
Yeah,
This is scary.
we got to get him out of this shooter's gym.
Yeah.
So you gonna say it's the gym? That's why we hitting like why we hitting like this? Cause I ain't gonna lie, we doing our thing tonight.
View, get your man.
We are on it tonight, baby. They don't want to see us the rest of the season. I'm trying to tell you, baby.
Henry
Speaking
Clay
of
made it to
which-
Big
41.
things.
Speaking of which, Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Anybody?
Let's talk about it.
I mean, we got plenty of time right now. We got 7 minutes and 23 seconds to
Running
fill
clock.
this air. And the biggest sporting event in the country, in the world, is coming up Sunday.
Yes.
Any thoughts?
My 49ers are coming back.
About the
that was a
game and the teams
That
and
was
the
a
game.
stretch.
Hold on. No, I do got to know. We got to talk to our gambler. Our gambler. What's the parlays we need to be looking at? What's something that got your eyes? 'Cause
It's
that's
a-
big now.
It's a 1.5 spread right now. I can't remember who's the favorite, but
Kansas
usually when
City.
it's close like that, I stay away from the spread.
I would think you need to go
what
for
they call them?
yards or
What
something
them
now.
side bets? They call them what them things? Parlay? What not?
I'm
parlay?
doing the players prop right now for that game.
Okay.
So, are you going over or under Saquon? I don't know what his rushing yards total is going to
I believe he's averaging
30 minutes,
150
minutes.
rushing yards in the playoffs, so I went over 100 for Saquon to play it safe.
Yeah.
And then I got their tight end. I can't remember his name for the Eagles. I got
Dallas
him going.
Goedert?
Yeah, I got him going for 50 plus yards.
He was asking me what time it's over.
Oh, yeah.
when it's over.
Right. Well, he don't speak English.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That scared me. What are you in my bubble for?
Hey, it's a great crossing team that's scary right now. I'm telling
This
you.
the second unit right here.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, yeah,
They got
no.
the point guard's still out there.
Yeah, and number 3's been playing most of the time too. 23 got to in a little bit.
Well, I
when
know he
Michael-
wants to keep Holman get as many minutes as he can. Because, like we saying, what was it? Burrell was the point guard. He was a fifth-year senior.
And just
He left
abruptly.
in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And then Holman had to come in and take over.
Let's
So,
talk about LJ Holman. Because, he's a Lexington kid.
Yes.
Come from Leestown. When Leestown was running the city in boys basketball in middle school.
Yep.
That was a
We
smart
have some
move.
of those games, too. You can check that out if you go back through our live coverage, middle school basketball. We got the championship game, baby. And speaking of which, we will be having that game. I forget when it is, but stay tuned for that. The Fayette County Boys Middle School Championship.
Can I give a score update?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Do we want to know?
Douglas, 48. Sale, 43.
See, they can't hold leads. That's their
Hey,
biggest
Douglas, Saturday I just saw Douglas play Manual, a top, 7th region team.
problem. Oh, how'd they do?
They beat him. He actually, the starters didn't play much of the third quarter.
Dang.
And Manuel, took a nice little lead. And when he put the starters back in, they came back and won the game. Won convincingly. So, man, Douglas going to be a problem.
Brady Orem don't.
A freshman. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
34?
Yeah, he's a freshman.
That's what I was about to say. He don't look too much smaller than. I mean, he is, but
Oh, how tall is he from your vantage point?
About 6'4",
you
6'5".
have to stand up.
Yeah, I had to get my measurements.
Right. I wonder if he plays football.
He's a nice ass kid.
Yeah.
Shout out
fact,
to
that's a
Coach
backup.
Bew, man. Coach Bew, man, we want you to get well soon. Get back with us. Who are you picking for the Super Bowl, Coach Bew?
Hey, I got a bone to pick with Coach Bew. He was yelling at me the other day when I was reffing. Man, I'm
What
trying to
What was you doing, oh?
I'm trying to save Avery. He's yelling at me. And one, they blowing the team out. He's wanting and one. Oh, Euro.
Over the back.
Definitely. Jump ball.
Like O said, we ain't gonna get too much right now.
Ref, y'all
We
can
just
give
trying
them
to
a
keep the
little
clock running.
more. Yeah, down by 40.
At least they're not gonna get to 120.
They might not get to 100.
Not to 120, but yeah.
Can you keep them from 100?
5 threes, that's 100.
Hey,
15 points away.
chill. We don't want to see it on my scoreboard.
I do, I actually do.
No, you
I
don't.
won't see this in the paper that we don't get no more.
Hey, that's a lost art.
Yes.
The newspaper.
Yeah, it's
Because I
unfortunate.
love going back, looking at scores, looking at the box scores. And
I
all
used
that
to love
stuff.
being.
Will 100 come up on this scoreboard? Will it just be 0-0?
Oh, you right.
100.
Oh, okay. Because it look like it's only 2 spaces over
You
there.
right.
No, it's a third space.
Oh, okay. I ain't got my glasses on.
Well,
Yeah,
I do when I see
we put
what
up
you're talking
100 a few times when I was up here coaching.
Well, I don't think it's the same scoreboard from when you was in here.
Yeah, it was.
In the shooter's gym.
It's a little. It's
tonight
a
it
newer,
was.
It's a little newer.
It's a nice scoreboard.
Right.
Now KSU, if we got any donors out there, KSU needs a new scoreboard for
Definitely.
football and basketball.
They might even need a pressure washing of the bleachers.
You know, I remember when I was going there, that was when we actually opened the exclamation was brand new for us. My understanding is it's time to do some upgrades.
I was sitting there trying to figure out what they could do, but I couldn't figure it out. Like, as far as moving the track and centering the gym and making more seating since there isn't a convention center anymore. Shoot, I'd be going down to state meetings like, hey, what y'all finna do?
Yeah.
We need a convention center. See?
See, I know I'm getting old
What's up?
when a player I coach, his son is out here playing. Number 20, no day.
No. Oh.
Wow.
Coach Buse said the refs were terrible.
Oh.
See, all right. See if I save Avery next week.
All right. Like to see that. That's a bright spot.
Casey's probably mad. He's like, I got knocked down earlier. They didn't call that.
Dude, Avery will get a 3-second call in the paint, so you better tell him to move.
Avery be camping out, though.
Camping
Avery
out.
be getting pitching a tent in the paint, huh?
Hey, man, Avery got a
That's my
rebound.
dog.
Avery got a rebound and one and yelled in this kid's face. I'm like, Avery, you can't be doing that.
Nice steal.
Nice jump. Watch it out.
Oh, go get you some, young fella.
And see, this
All
is
right.
like you're saying the box score is a lost art. Because I would have loved to be out here as a second string. Just like,
Yeah.
I mean, this place.
Who do we like? Dawson? Dawson.
You got
Moreno,
the stats.
Dawson.
I was going to say.
The big three.
Might as well go. I mean, Moreno did what Moreno does.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah.
What now?
He said, leave my baby boy alone.
All right.
Oh, young fella.
Shout out to Marshawn, man. He did a great job this game. I like to give my man his props.
Hey, the second string for Henry Clay is looking all right, I would say.
Yeah, the JV games was good.
Hey, that sounded like pure unadulterated sarcasm.
And the freshman game, I talked to Coach Brown. He's very excited about his freshman group. You know, he's got a lot of 8th graders.
Dunk it, young fella.
Right.
Nice.
He
All
said
right,
he's
call
really
your ride,
excited
y'all.
about that group.
Call your ride. It was a running clock. It went a little faster than you
Yeah, we're
expected.
getting out here early tonight, like Coach Brown said.
I done told this man the wrong amount of time.
Hey, he said we Go.
There you
I got
go.
Vince Dawson and Malachi Marino. Young fella, you had 30 tonight. Man, what does it feel like shooting the ball like that?
I mean, it's easy when I got teammates that are finding me. They did the hard part, and I just had to put it in the basket. That's pretty easy.
How'd y'all feel coming in, playing tonight as far as it's a big-time region game? Y'all played exceptional.
I mean, in some of the rankings, they bumped us down to number 3. We didn't really understand it, so this is more of a statement game, showing that we're coming. We got a chip on our shoulder, and that's going to be dangerous.
All right, man. Big fella, you had 24 tonight, 14. Is that something that's normal for you?
I would say so, yeah.
How does it feel coming in, like I asked Vince, playing a big-time region game like this in the middle of the season?
I mean, like you said, we got bumped down in the rankings, so I think this is just a statement game for us to show that, we don't accept that, and we're the best team in the state when we believe it, and we're coming back with a chip on our shoulder, like you said.
Well, y'all showed that tonight, and I apologize. Y'all be number 1 next week. All right, y'all be good, man.
30 points. Woo.
All right,
Sheesh.
bro. We got anything else before we get out of here? It was a good game. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all check us out Friday for our ladies' night game. And as always, keep doing big things.
Holla.